Easter is supposed to be a time for family, fresh starts, and candy-filled egg hunts. But for some people, something else shows up. Something that doesn't belong. These are 3 disturbing true stories about Easter traditions that went very wrong. Eggs that never should have been opened, masks that don't come off, and hunts that don't end when they're supposed to. You might think you're safe celebrating in the daylight, but some things don't care what time it is.
This story was sent in by Lauren from Pennsylvania. She said Easter was always her favorite holiday, until the year something showed up that no one had hidden. Easter morning was perfect. Sunshine, light breeze. The kind of morning that makes everything feel fresh and safe. My family always does a big egg hunt in the backyard. Plastic eggs filled with candy, quarters, little toys. My cousins were all running around with baskets, yelling and laughing. But I wasn't looking for the fun eggs. I was looking for the gold one. Every year, someone hides a single gold egg. It's bigger than the others and has something special inside. This year, it was my turn to find it. That's when I saw something behind the shed. Tucked under the edge of a tree root was an egg. It wasn't gold, it was black. I thought maybe someone spray-painted one as a joke. I called out, "Did anyone hide a black egg this year?" No one answered. I picked it up. It was warm, not like the sun-warmed plastic. It felt like body heat, like someone had just been holding it. It was heavier than the other eggs, too. I shook it gently. It made a faint noise, like a wet rattle. I brought it over to my parents. They didn't know what it was. They said they hadn't hidden it. One of my aunts thought maybe someone else brought it, but everyone denied it. That's when the egg started to make a sound. A soft tapping from the inside, slow. Repeating. My dad said, "Okay, maybe we don't open it." But it opened by itself. Right in my hands, the top half popped off, and everything went black. I don't mean I fainted, I mean the world went black. The backyard, the sun, the people, gone, like someone had cut the power to reality. And then we all woke up. Everyone was lying on the grass. Some people were sitting up, confused. Others were still out cold. I looked at my hands. The egg was gone. I looked at my phone. An hour had passed. 1 full hour, just missing. Everyone said the same thing. 1 second, they were standing there. Then the next, they were waking up on the ground. We checked the shed, the woods, the garage. No egg. My cousin had security cameras on the back fence. We played the footage. It cut out exactly at the moment I opened the egg. Black screen, then it came back, an hour later. No explanation, nothing captured. We went inside. No one really wanted to talk about it. But something weird started happening after that. Electronics started glitching, phones freezing, watches buzzing at random times, and whenever someone said the word egg, all of us would get chills, like our bodies remembered something our minds didn't. I haven't gone near that part of the yard since. And sometimes, when I wake up in the middle of the night, I swear I hear that tapping again. This story was sent in by Thomas from North Carolina. He said his town held a big Easter sunrise celebration every year, until something strange appeared in the background of everyone's photos, and no one remembered it happening at all. Our town does a sunrise Easter gathering every year at the park. There's a little stage, a table full of muffins, and plastic chairs set up in rows. People take pictures with their kids in front of the flowers. It's simple, peaceful, tradition. This year felt like any other. Clear skies, good turnout. Even the local news showed up to cover it. I remember sitting with my friends and joking about how early it was. We all took pictures, group shots, candids, a few selfies. And then we left. That night, someone made a group chat and dropped all the photos in. That's when we noticed it. In every single photo, every single one, there was a man in the background. Not always in the same spot. Sometimes near the trees, sometimes standing behind people at the muffin table. Sometimes half hidden behind the speaker stand. He was always there, wearing a full rabbit mask, not a costume mask, not cartoony or cute. It was gray, realistic, stiff. The eyes were completely black, and the man never moved. Same pose. Arms down, head slightly tilted. We asked each other, "Did you see this guy today?" No one had. Not a single person remembered seeing him in real life. We asked our parents, our teachers, even the news station. They all said the same thing. No bunny mask guy. No one like that showed up. But there he was. Over and over again. Just standing there in the background. One photo was the worst. It was a group shot of all the volunteers at the end of the event. We were lined up in front of the flower display, and there he was, standing in the middle of the group, right behind me, right over my shoulder. I stared at that photo for what felt like hours. The weirdest part. I don't remember that picture being taken. None of us do. We started getting nervous, and then, slowly, something even weirder happened. People stopped remembering the entire day. Ava was the first. She texted me that night saying, "Wait, what sunrise event?" She thought we were messing with her. Then 2 more friends said the same thing. By the next morning, half the people in our group chat claimed they'd never gone, that they didn't remember taking any photos, that it wasn't them in the pictures. But they were in the photos, laughing, smiling, holding coffee cups. I still remember everything. So do 2 of my friends, but no one else does. It's like the memory of the day got wiped out, like it didn't want to be remembered. We've gone through every photo again. The man is still there, same mask, same black eyes, and the one thing I keep thinking about, he wasn't in the photos until we looked at them. I swear I checked mine right after the event. He wasn't in them. And then, suddenly, he was. Like he only showed up after. Like he was watching us from somewhere else and inserted himself into the day. And if that's true, what else did he take from us that we'll never get back? This story was sent in by Lucas from Missouri. He volunteered to help with his church's annual Easter egg hunt until one egg didn't match the others, and something went horribly wrong. Our church does an Easter egg hunt every year. It's mostly little kids, lots of candy, and way too many photos. This year, I got asked to help hide the eggs. They gave me a big plastic bin full of them. I was told to spread them out across the front lawn and around the side yard, but then the pastor's wife asked if I could place a few in the back wing too. That part of the church doesn't get used anymore. Old classrooms, dusty hallways. Most of the lights don't work. I grabbed a few plastic eggs and walked back there. Near the end of the hallway was a small closet. I opened it just out of curiosity. It was mostly empty, some folding chairs, a rolled-up carpet. But then I noticed something strange on the floor. An egg, not plastic, not colorful. It looked old. It was a dull gray, like it had been painted by hand. The surface was rough, and it was sealed with wax. I picked it up and felt something shift inside, like it wasn't candy or a toy. I thought it was part of some old church decoration and took it out to show the others, but they didn't recognize it. The pastor thought maybe it had been left over from some event years ago. He shrugged it off and said to toss it in with the others. So I did. I placed it under one of the bushes with the rest. The egg hunt started. Dozens of kids running around with baskets, laughing and yelling. Then came the moment that's burned into my memory. A little boy named Jeremy found the gray egg. He held it up, yelling, "I got a weird one." And then he stopped. He just froze, dropped the egg, and ran, fast. His mom chased after him, yelling his name. When we caught up with her, she was in the parking lot screaming. Jeremy was gone. No one saw where he went, not the sidewalk, not the street, not the lawn, gone in seconds. We searched for hours. Police were called. Volunteers stayed through the night. Nothing. The egg was gone too. The pastor tried to calm everyone down. Said it had to be something else. Said kids run off all the time. But no one believed that. Not really. 2 days later, Jeremy was found, standing on his front porch, still in his Easter clothes, shoes dirty, scratches on his arms. He didn't remember anything, not the egg, not the church, not even the hunt. He just kept repeating, "I don't like eggs," over and over. We asked how he got home. He couldn't explain it. His mom said he wouldn't go near the fridge, wouldn't eat, wouldn't speak when eggs were mentioned. And when she tried to show him a plastic egg just to help him feel better, he screamed, like he was terrified. They canceled the church egg hunt for good after that. No one said it was because of what happened. But we all knew, and me, I still remember that egg, the way it looked, the way it felt in my hand. And the worst part? When I close my eyes, I can still feel that same weight, like it's waiting for me to find it again.
What would you do if a forgotten egg showed up in your backyard? Or if someone in your Easter photos wasn't supposed to be there? The truth is, sometimes what feels like a dream sticks around after you wake up, and the next time you reach into a bush and find something you didn't hide, maybe just leave it there. Happy Easter. And don't forget to check the background of your photos, just in case.